Hi all, welcome to Acharya Coding School. So in this class, we can discuss about the backup and restore. So why mainly backup is essential? So why it matter? So we can discuss each and every concept in detail. So generally if you take in your phone, you take the backup, right? So same as like backup is the copy of importing data stored separately. So it can be recovered without any in case of any losses will be occurring. So we are going to recover the data having the backup. So here mainly restoring is the process of recovering the data from your backup. So if suddenly a data will be lost, so we are going to restore the data. So why it's matter? Because it mainly protects us from the accidental deletion. And if any users deletes, for example, suddenly some users have deleted the files which we have imported. So to cover the loss and every damage, so we are recovering using the backup. So we have the system failures or corruptions. So with the help of backup, we can able to easily restore our data. So without any losses. So we have the version control and it's mainly restoring the specific versions and it mainly helps us in the organizations must follow that some data retention rules. So like kind of we have. So it's mainly enables version controls and quick store. So what are the types of backup? So we have like different types of backups. So we have the full data, full backup and incremental backup and differential backup. So we can discuss each and every component. So the full backup type is mainly copies all the data. So it mainly copies the entire data and it mainly we are using for the easy restoring and it mainly useful for the all data in one place. So we can complete all the data copy. So it's mainly help us in the time consuming. It requires more storage as well because it has all the data. So we have here commands for full backup. So we can discuss these commands while executing. So before going to that, we can discuss types of the backup and we can execute each and every time in our line execution. So we have the incremental backup. So it's mainly help us in the only when we change the lost files. It mainly help us in the when we change files. So since there is any lost backup or full or incremental backup, so it mainly help us in the fasting our backup, and it requires only minimal space. Mainly, it restores baseful and all the incremental backup as well. But it mainly here we are using for the slower restore because it has some disadvantages. So incremental backups are like mainly using for the when you are taking. So for example, you have written the some notes in your notebook. So since the yesterday, you are taking back to a whichever the notes you have written. And we have the backups of differential backup. So it's mainly help us in the backup changes since there is a lost full backup. So it's mainly help us in the faster restore. Then the incremental backup. So it's mainly uses backup sizes grows. So once you when the it is full, so let us execute each and every command. So we have the for restoring as well. We have some commands. So we are with the help of tar commands, we are able to restore our data. So this means when you created any backup using the tar command, you can easily extract. So when you take the desired location using the example we have. So we have the -x. So it really help us in the extract. And it mainly specifies directories which we need to extract. So let us execute these backups commands and as well as tar commands in our Linux machine. So before going to this, let us launch our Linux machine. Let us wait until our Linux machine will start. So let us connect to our instance. So once we have connected to our instance, so by default, the tar commands are not rsync commands are not able to run in our system because there is a we need to install in our system. So for those we need to install, we can identify like tar version. So we can see that the tar is already installed in our system. If the tar is not installed in our system, we can install the tar commands. And we need to check as well as rsync commands. So which we are using for the restoring purpose. Once we have given, so we can see that the rsync commands, rsync also available in our machine. And we can check if there is any installations is required. So then we need to check. So let us execute these commands now. So because number may means so the path to date cannot start. So because there is no such file to directory. So for example purpose only I have given this path to data. So there will be like I have the tar with existing with the previous status due to some previous errors we have occurred. we can discuss each command in detail way. So for example, we have for the rsync for differential backup. We have the rsync command. So for example, if we take, we have the tar cvzf backup dot tar dot gzip. So it's mainly like C means create achieve, B means verbose, Z means compress with JZip, and F means specified file name. So it's mainly useful for the creating a sample folder of data with some files. And we have the incremental backup as well. So in this we have rsync -av source and destination we need to provide. So it mainly shows students only new or modified files which are copied. So incremental backups are mainly only useful when taking any new pages. So when you are working with notebooks since you have written the yesterday. And we have the restoring data from the tar. So when you created any backup with the help of tar command, so you can extract this from desired location. So we have X for extract and V for verbose, Z for decompressing the zip file which we are using, and F for file name, and C for restore the specific folder. So we want to restore this file means, so with the help of tar command we can able to restore. So here the tar commands we are mainly using for the files and folder backups. And we have the commands called rsync. So we are using rsync for incremental and differential syncs. So and we have the JZip compression, JPG encryption. So we have like a different types of commands which we are using for the backup and restore. Thank you.